Hello, this is David Neal, Northwest Coast native artist and storyteller. Today I'm going to tell you the story of how Raven met Mink for the first time. After living alone in the forest for many days, Raven met Mink for the first time. They got along very well, and soon they were close friends. They decided to roam the country and to seek adventure, so they went wandering. When they reached the sea, they encountered a whale swimming close to the beach. Raven called to the whale, "We want to go across the water. Can you take us?" Raven could be very persuasive, so the whale opened his mouth and they went inside and found a comfortable place to sit. After they had been traveling for a while, Raven pinched Mink and made him cry out. "What's that noise? Is there a problem?" the whale said. "It's my friend Mink. He's crying because he's hungry," Raven replied. "Well, I have a lot of blubber," the whale said. "You can cut off a piece, but don't cut any near my throat or that will kill me." Mink cut a piece of blubber for himself and sat down to eat. Then Raven took the knife and cut a piece of blubber from the throat. Immediately, the whale started to convulse and shake, and then it died. "Why'd you do that?" Mink asked. "Now we are trapped inside a dead whale far out to sea, and soon we will be dead too." The huge corpse floated on the ocean for 4 days. One morning they heard seagulls, and then they felt the waves pushing them onto a gravel beach. Luckily for them, there was a village nearby, and soon a man saw the whale and came to investigate. He went up to the whale and saw that it had been dead for just a few days. "It's still fresh," he told the people who had gathered. "Let's cut it up for blubber." Butchering a whale is a big job, but after a time they had cut through the flesh and into the blubber deep inside. The villagers were shocked to see that much of the blubber had already been cut away. When they got to the stomach and cut it open, and Raven and Mink sprang out, Raven flew away and Mink dashed off into the forest. After the people had recovered from their shock, they finished butchering the whale and carried the meat to their village. But Raven had an insatiable appetite, and as he watched them from the cover of the nearby woods, he plotted how he might get the whale meat for himself. So he defecated on the ground, and then transformed himself into an old woman. He told the excrement, "In a moment I'm going to go to the village, and I want you to scream a loud battle cry like attacking warriors." Then Raven, in the form of an old woman, shuffled off towards the village using an alder stick as a cane. As he approached the first big house, he yelled, "Help! We're being attacked!" A moment later, a loud cry came from the forest, and the people erupted from the house in terror. "I just seen a group of warriors in the forest behind the village," said the old woman. "We must run or we'll all be killed." Just then another war cry rang out from behind the forest, and the people ran in the opposite direction. They and Raven went into each of the houses and ate all of the whale blubber until he was so full that he could barely walk. When the people returned, they found all the food in their houses was gone, and the old woman and the warriors who they thought were raiding the village were nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, Raven was in the forest having a nap after his feast of whale blubber.